Hello friends, in this video, I will tell you what is cloud computing, why do we need, what are types, and its advantages and disadvantages. Let's start. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing means a type of internet-based computing, where different services, such as servers, switches, storage, and applications, are provided for you, as a service, by another company, and accessed over the internet, with many additional advantages. In other words, cloud computing is providing developers and IT departments with the ability to focus on what matters most, and avoid. Why do we need cloud computing? When we buy new servers for infrastructure, that has to be in the data center, with proper rack mounting, and good power source. Lot of efforts involved in buying a servers, installations, configurations, patching the servers and setting up in the network and main. When you go with cloud, everything comes as a service very easily. It is more cheaper, more effective and much faster, so no need to focus on the hardwares and maintaining the infrastructures. We save lot of time and money. Often, virtualization techniques are used to maximize the power of cloud computing. Let us give you some basic examples. You started a new company. Your new company has a website which is hosted on your server. Over a period, lot of users are visiting your website at the same time, which causes a poor performance or encountering problems, so you will lose your website popularity and business productivity. How this can be fixed? By increasing the memory, CPU and other resources. This is again going to be a big task. But when we have hosted our website on Cloud Online, we can scale up or scale down the resources when we need, which we call it as on demand. Example 2. Let's say, new project has come and you plan to buy some servers for the new project to develop some programs. That project will get finished in 3 months. Is that a good idea to buy servers only for 3 months? What will you do with that server after the completion of the project? But here in cloud, we buy the servers as a service for the period, and this can be extended if need, and we'll pay only for the use. Let's see types of cloud computing. Cloud computing is usually described in one of two ways. cloud deployment model based on the cloud location, or on the service that the cloud is offering. Each type of deployment method and cloud service provides you with different levels of control, flexibility, and management. Understanding the differences between these will help you to decide what set of model and services are right for your needs. Based on a cloud locations, we can classify cloud as Based on a cloud locations, we can classify cloud as public cloud, private and hybrid cloud. Public cloud, private and hybrid cloud. Public cloud. In public cloud, the computing infrastructure is hosted by the cloud vendor at the vendor location. The customer has no visibility and control over where the computing infrastructure is hosted, in which a service provider makes resources, such as applications and storage, available to the general public over the Internet. Public cloud services may be free or offered on a pay-per-usage model. The computing infrastructure is shared between the organizations, so we call this as public cloud. Examples of public clouds include Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, IBM's Blue Cloud, Sun Cloud, Google App Engine and Windows Azure Services Platform. Private cloud. The computing infrastructure is implemented within the corporate firewall, under the control of the IT department, and not shared with other organizations. Some experts consider that private clouds are not real examples of cloud computing. Private clouds are more expensive and more secure when compared to public clouds. Private clouds are of two types: on-premise private clouds and externally hosted private clouds. Externally hosted private clouds are also exclusively used by one organization, but are hosted by a third party specializing in cloud infrastructure. Externally hosted private clouds are cheaper than on-premise private clouds. Building a private cloud is often the first step in cloud computing for many organizations. We have vendors who provide platforms and service. You can research for your own private cloud project. Some are Amazon, Rackspace, OpenStack, Red Hat, VMware, BlueLock, Cisco, Citrix, Dell Cloud, GoGrid, Microsoft Private Cloud. Hybrid cloud. Organizations may host critical applications on private clouds and applications with relatively less security concerns on the public cloud. The usage of both private and public clouds together is called hybrid cloud. A related term is cloud bursting. Community cloud. It involves sharing of computing infrastructure in between organizations of the same community. For example, all government organizations within the state of California may share computing infrastructure on the cloud to manage data related to citizens residing in California. Based on a service that the cloud is offering, we are speaking of either IaaS, SaaS, PaaS. Infrastructure as a service, IaaS, means you're buying access to raw computing hardware over the net, such as servers or storage. Since you buy what you need and pay as you go, this is often referred to as utility computing. Ordinary web hosting is a simple example of IaaS. You'll pay a monthly subscription or a per megabyte, gigabyte fee to have a hosting company serve up files for your website from their servers. Software as a service, SaaS, means you use a complete application running on someone else's system. Web-based email and Google Documents are perhaps the best-known examples. Zoho is another well-known SaaS provider offering a variety of office applications online. Platform as a service, PaaS, means you develop applications using web-based tools so they run on systems, software and hardware provided by another company. So, for example, you might develop your own e-commerce website but have the whole thing, including the shopping cart, checkout, and payment mechanism running on a merchant's server. Google App Engine are examples of PaaS. And also we have many services such as storage, database, information, process, application, integration, security, management, testing as a service. Advantages of cloud computing are: lower upfront costs and reduced infrastructure costs, easy to grow your applications, scale up or down at short notice, only pay for what you use, everything managed under SLAs. Overall environmental benefit, lower carbon emissions, of many users efficiently sharing large systems. Drawbacks of cloud computing are: higher ongoing operating costs. Could cloud systems work out more expensive? Greater dependency on service providers. Can you get problems resolved quickly, even with SLAs? Risk of being locked into proprietary or vendor-recommended systems. How easily can you migrate to another system or service provider if you need to? What happens if your supplier suddenly decides to stop supporting a product or system you've come to depend on? Potential privacy and security risks of putting valuable data on someone else's system in an unknown location. If lots of people migrate to the cloud, where they're no longer free to develop neat and whizzy new things, what does that imply for the future development of the Internet? Dependency on a reliable Internet connection. Leave your comments if any. We will explain you more about cloud computing in upcoming videos. Subscribe our YouTube channel and follow us via social networking sites to not miss any updates. Thank you.